Hey everyone, welcome back to Colourful Indian. I hope that you've been having a wonderful week. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Nomad Provence palette and I'm really excited to get into this with you. We're going to be doing the unboxing. There are swatches, there are looks, so yeah, we have so much that is coming. And I do apologize for not posting in some time. I know that some of the videos I posted were kind of like late, but yeah, since catching COVID, I have just been more exhausted than usual and it's just been really tough to film, so I decided to cut back big time, and I have cut back a lot. Before we get into the unboxing, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ranita. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this video. I hope that you subscribe if you like it, and if you're returning, thank you so much for taking the time to come back and check out a new video from me, especially after so long. So yeah, let's get into the unboxing. I will see you there. Okay, so I am totally excited. We have the brand new Nomad Cosmetics palette in my hands and I really want to open it and see what they have sent. So let's do that. I only cut it open and okay, so they've put a sticker this time, which is new. Normally they do that cute little stamp, and I know that there's going to be bees involved. So okay, let's open this up. I'm going to keep that over there. Are you excited? I know that I am. Oh my god, there's something extra. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, I totally oh my goodness. Okay, wait, there's something like flowers falling out. Did they put, they've put, oh my goodness, guys. There's lavender in here. Do you know what this is? This is so sweet. I just wanted to let you guys know that my grandmother passed away a year ago and she loved everything lavender, so this is just the sweetest. And you know, we're doing her memorial service on the 2nd of July, and so yeah, my grandmother's memorial is actually on the 2nd of July and she really loved lavender, so this is very sweet and I'm instantly reminded of her. So yeah, that's just wonderful. Thank you so much, Nomad. I really love this personal touch. So they've obviously sent something extra. This is the first time I've ever seen Nomad sending out, I think, lip glosses, if I'm not mistaken. I love the packaging. Let's go through these. I'm so happy. I've got 4 lip glosses, and you know, I really love lip glosses. They're definitely one of my favorite products, so I'm so excited to see what these are like. And I just love the packaging. Just look at that. Pretty little flowers everywhere. Yeah, did they say the names? Okay, so the names are right over here, as you can see. So there's lavender, I think, or lavendee. Okay, so lavend, meal, and then less fetes and rosé. Oh, I think these are different colors of wine. I think this is wine. Yeah, I think these are different names for wine, but I could be wrong, but I hope I'm not. Okay, anyway, the palette. Oh yeah, there's a wine glass, okay, with lavender. How perfect, how wonderful, and how personal this is. I love wine, and that's going to be my grandma over there, so I just love that. So they've put their postcard in. Celebrate the sweet life on a journey to Provence. How wonderful. Okay, so as you can see, the postcard says a destination of delights. Provence is graced with rolling lavender fields, honey-hued villages, and a sparkling coastline. In the tree-lined towns, weekly markets entice the senses with colorful delicacies, while seasonal festivals celebrate the pleasures of provincial life. Follow your nose and indulge your taste buds to find La Belle Vie in Provence. Yeah, this is wonderful. And they've also, you know, given us, yeah, like the reason why they're doing this palette. I'm very excited. I love these postcards. I have not thrown away any of the postcards that I've got. So, okay, let's come to the exciting part, which is the palette. I love the design, obviously. Oh, these are the shades. This is so wonderful. I love it. I really feel like this is, you know, in memory of my grandmother in some weird way. It's just, it's so weird. Like, I always feel like Nomad touches me in such a personal way. It's just weird, really, and I don't believe in coincidences. So anyway, let me open this up. Let's go in here. Okay, So Nomad's packaging is always some of the best. As you can see, there's you know, so are you ready for the moment of truth? Oh, and look, this thing is, it kind of like reflects over there. I love that. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Let's open it. Okay, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Just look at how wonderful and how beautiful this is. And you know, this is really not a coincidence, and I'll tell you why. I was planning on doing a makeup look for my grandmother, and I wanted to make it a lavender inspired look because she absolutely loved all things lavender. She loved Yardley, and this palette is about bees and lavender. So I am just, yeah, I'm just so happy with this. I'm definitely going to be doing a look using this palette for my grandma's, you know, memorial service. I think that would be perfect. But I just love these shades. I think it's wonderful, it's beautiful, and those yellows, oh my goodness, that is stunning. It's stunning. I don't even want to use the palette because it is so beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I'm essentially going in with the first shade. It's the yellow, the darker yellow matte, and this is what it's like. I generally prefer, like, you know, a very vibrant color payoff. Okay, so the next shade I'm going in with is that light yellow pastel shade on the top. So something I'm noticing is this is very, very powdery. I'm gonna just tap my brush so that the excess color goes off. Applying it here to kind of blend out that yellow. It's definitely a more vibrant yellow, which I really like. The next shade that I'm going in with is a really pretty peach gold. So I'm gonna put that just here at the beginning of my eyes. You can see how beautiful that is. So obviously the shimmers are amazing. Just look at that. I'm truly excited to try this yellow shade because it's just so pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I'm in love with these shimmers. The mattes were a bit powdery, but the way the shimmers are working, it's like butter. Like absolutely. Hey everyone. Okay, so this is the final look that I have done with, you know, the colors that I decided to pick. So I've done 4 shades in this look, and I kind of wanted to keep it yellowy gold because, you know, those yellows were really, really calling out to me. Just to recap, we used this entire row here, plus that peachy shade over there. And I'm going to tell you my thoughts about everything at the end of the video. But basically, yeah, you know, you can see what the colors are looking like. So I did have a bit of a problem in the beginning because basically I didn't go in with my white base, and you know, the yellows were not showing up as brightly as I wanted them to, so I had to go in with my white base, and then they kind of showed up. But anyway, the look is not done. As you can probably tell, my mouth is not done, and the reason I decided to leave that is because Nomad has a new product, and that is those, you know, these lip glosses that they featured, and they're so pretty, so I thought I would go in with this one. It's called Miel, M-I-E-L, and I really want to see what it looks like. I think it will look nice with this look. Let's try it out and see. It is so, so beautiful. I really, really love this color. It's so natural, and I felt that, you know, with a lip gloss, you don't really need to add lipstick if you don't want to. Okay, so to start out the look, I'm going to go in with my pink P. Louise base. I've already done it on that eye, but because I want to do a pink look, I thought that, you know, this would just bring out the colors a lot better. So I'm going to start with that base, and then after that we're going to move into the very first shade from the palette. I'm going to take the first shade, which is a very dark pink, and I'm just going to apply it here at the ends of my eyes. So can you see that? I think it looks really, really pigmented so far. I think it's really, really pretty. I'm now going in with the shade Macaroons, which is like kind of like a red. It's darker than the first pink that I applied, and I'm just kind of tapping that shade on to my eye. The next pink I'm going in with is Rosy, which is, it's a very like pastel-y pink. So I'm just gonna be using that here. Okay, so I'm going with the shimmer shade now. Let's see how that looks. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is stunning. Hey everyone, this is the second look. So let me just run over the makeup details. So I'm going to start with my blush. I went in with Odin's Eye Alva blusher. This is one of my favorite blushes. I absolutely love it. And you know, right now they're actually having an Alva sale that's going to be going on, I think, until the 31st of this month. But yeah, I love this blusher. It's so amazing, so pigmented. For my highlighter, which is very, very bright, as you can see, I went in with Aspen by BH Cosmetics. So I wanted to kind of have a dual tone of highlighter, and I went in with this shade over here and this pink. So there's like this pink over here and then that darker pink right over here, and you can see it's kind of like a purpley pink, which I wanted, so I really, really love that. For my mascara, I went in with this, which is Catrice Cosmetics. It's a really nice mascara. I feel that I've kind of worked the best with this mascara. Like, I've tried so many others, but this one seems to really work in making my lashes longer, so I'm sticking with that for now. And for the lip gloss, I went in with this shade over here. It's Rosé, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Rosé. So it's a really, really hot pink. You can see what it looks like on my mouth. I'm not wearing lipstick. I thought that, you know, let me just feature the glosses as they are. So that's what I'm wearing. And for my pink eyes, I used an eye base, and that is P. Louise's Colored Base. I felt it worked really, really well. It's Winter Rose, and it's just a wonderful pink shade, and I think it really brought out the colors in the palette so well. So that being said, for this particular look, I have used, I think, about 6 colors. Yeah, 6 colors. I went in with, you know, basically... Right, so for this particular look, I used all these shades, these 2 rows over here. I added a little bit of that, you know, salmon-y pink as I was kind of like going, and I somehow blended it in. You can't really see it, but I think that's because it became more of a pink toned look. Even that red was more evident, I think, at the beginning of the look, and now it's kind of just gone somewhere, but I'm just letting it be. But I kind of like the way that the look turned out, and I decided to do graphic liner because I feel like I haven't done it in a while, and I bought some new brushes and everything, so I thought I would do that. There's no particular brand for my, you know, face paint, for my liner, if that's what you... there's no particular brand for the graphic liner. I kind of just went on to AliExpress, I think, and I found all these different colored liners. I can't show you, I mean, this is the one I used. It's still wet, so I can't flip it and show it to you because there'll be a mess everywhere. But yeah, I basically, you know, found these really cool things. And then this is, of course, the rhinestones from Shein. You can get a lot of different rhinestones on Shein for very little. And yeah, as always, for my foundation, I used Woosh Beauty's face palette. I really love this palette, and I use it every single time I do a look now because I just love the way it works on my skin, especially for the contouring, for the, you know, highlighting, especially for contouring, and then, you know, just kind of setting the makeup under my eyes. I feel that their tools are amazing. So Woosh is one of my favorite brands right now, and I do have a code if you want to pick it up. I would highly recommend the face palette. It's just amazing. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with the way that this pink look came out. I was trying to do something different, and I think I have achieved that. Especially with the graphic liner. I'm so in love with it. I was so intimidated by graphic liner, and you know, I'm really happy I pushed myself to kind of just get in there and try something, because you never know until you've tried. So I'm quite happy with how this look is, and I'm really excited to get into the purple one. That's obviously very special for me because it's dedicated to my grandmother. So yeah, I'll see you at the third look. Welcome to the third tutorial. So I'm going to be doing a predominantly purple look, so monochrome, and I've gone in with my base, which is the Jumpy Vivid Violet, and I'm just joking. So yeah, for this look, I've already done my base, and it is called Vivid Violet. It is by P. Louise again. I really, really love the P. Louise bases, and I just feel like, you know, it would be perfect for this look since everything's going to be purple. So as you probably know, in the Provence palette, there are actually 6 shades that kind of fit into this category over here. Those are the 6. So I'm kind of going to try and incorporate all 6 into this look. So let's see how this looks. This is the color. Okay, so I'm gonna take that and I think I'm gonna put that just over here. I'm stamping it onto my eye. And of course, as you can probably see, you know, when you use a purple base, it's going to intensify the color because I'm also stamping a purple eyeshadow. Alright, so this is the next shade that I'm going in with, and as you can probably see, it's like a pastel purple. I'm just tapping my brush onto that tin so that I don't have excess powder coming off, and I'm just gonna stamp it into the places I want it to go. I have no idea how I really want to like go ahead and do this look, mostly because there's, you know, obviously different shades coming in as well. So I'm just going to see how it goes. Alright, so this is the next shade that I'm going in with. It is a pure black from the looks of it, and I'm just going to add it at the ends over here. Just give that look some depth. But yeah, I don't think I want to remove, you know, that purple on the top there, so I think I'm just going to blend a tap, like just kind of blend it a little bit and leave it, and that's it. Okay, so this is the next shade. It's kind of like a gray, and I'm like a grayish kind of purple, and I'm not really sure where I want to add this in, but I do want to use it for this look, so I think I'm gonna probably put it underneath like this. It kind of looks like an extension of the black really, so I thought it would just match the best there. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Savon de Marseille. I'm pretty excited about this purple shade, and I'm going to put it in the center of my lid. Wow, that's really beautiful. I think it blends pretty well with that first shade that I had put over there, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's a very, very beautiful purple shade. I really love that color. Okay, so just to brighten up the inner corners, I'm going to be going in with this shade. It's kind of like a metallic, purpley, steely kind of color, so I'm really interested to see how this will end up looking. Wow. I really like, oh, I like this very much. Oh, that's perfect. I feel like that really adds that inner corner shine, which, you know, I always go for in my looks. Alright, so this is, you know, the results from the third tutorial. As you can see, I threw in a beautiful green eyeliner, and I just felt like, you know, I wanted to make this one special because my plan was originally to dedicate 2 looks to my grandmother in July. And, you know, things just got so exhausting for me at that point, and I wasn't able to do it, so I decided to still go ahead with my plan and create a look in dedication of her using the Provence palette. So this is the second look. The reason I did it is because she loves lavender, and, you know, Nomad sent me some lavender, which I still have, and I was just really mind blown, you know, when the palette came out, and they had included lavender in the packaging, and it had come out around July as well. I think like it came out very close to like the same day that, you know, we were remembering her and everything, so I just felt like it was meant to be. So I hope that you like the look. I have used quite a few products to do this. So of course in the beginning you saw that, you know, my base was purple, and that is this shade over here, Vivid Violet. This is a P. Louise base, and it is really, really fantastic. Like, I just really love using P. Louise. I feel like the bases work so freaking well on my skin tone. So honestly, if you are like me and you're looking for a base that can really, really like, you know, function well on your skin tone, I think P. Louise is amazing. Like, even the colored bases, they show up so well, and they really enhance the colors of the products that you put on top of them. So because it was a monochrome look, I really wanted to just use the purple base. I thought it would work fantastically, and it did. So for this look I used 6 colors, and that is basically the 6 which I showed you in the beginning. So I actually stayed true to this plan, and I used all 6 shades and came up with this. I put the gray under my eye, so it's not as evident, but it still did show up, and I was able to see the color quite well. So, you know, I think it's just a matter of, you know, how you actually use the colors. I'll just come in so that you can see that color right there is basically the gray, and I lined it with a green liner. So it's a very, very special liner, It's a multi-chrome liner, but I don't always see the shifts. I just really like the colors that I can initially see, which is, you know, that gorgeous emerald kind of like green. So beautiful. Okay, so what else? Highlighter, I went in with Odin's Eye. I used this, and it is called Lavender Dream. How apt for the look. I mean, I thought it was perfect, and you know, this is what the shade looks like. This is truly a stunning product. I happen to really love Odin's Eye products. They are some of the best quality, you know, that I've ever had the opportunity to try. So that was over here on my nose. The highlights, I put a little less over there. Then the rhinestones are from Shein as well. As you probably know, I ordered quite a few from them at one point. What else? The eyelashes also from Shein. And something else that you should probably know is my cheeks look a bit pink. So that pink is actually a shade from the Provence palette. I actually went in with Vendange. Not really sure how you pronounce that. I hope I said it right, but this is the color right over there. It's a really deep pink, and I just wanted to know, you know, can I use one of these as blush? And you can. You just have to take a teeny weeny bit, put it in the center, and then use a brush and blend, and you know, you're gonna get this gorgeous rosy kind of hue happening, which I'm very happy with. So then moving down to my mouth, for my mouth I used 4 products. So I first went over it with Lime Crime Fetish, which is this product's no longer in the Lime Crime store, but you should be able to get it on eBay, because I know that there are quite a few people who sell Lime Crime products that are no longer available on the store, and I'm planning to get a few myself, because you know, back in the day Lime Crime had really fascinating colors, like gorgeous colors, and they were so unique. I mean, that was the whole point of being Lime Crime, and now I feel like, you know, they've just become like everybody else. So yeah, anyway, I topped that with this, my Vivid Base, because you can actually use this for multiple uses. And then I went over that with 2 lip glosses from the Provence collection, and that's those 2 over here. So I had to use Lavande because, I mean, how could you not? I mean, it's a purple look. It's a wonderful, gorgeous shade. I really love the shades. And then of course, this one is what, Fetes de Provence, I think. Yeah, I think this may be my favorite so far. It's just wonderfully shiny and so beautiful, and it's kind of like icy, and I feel like whenever you put it on any color, it just makes your mouth look super shiny, and it is just gorgeous. It just becomes magical. So I really love those 2 shades. Welcome to the Fought tutorial. So I'm going to be going in with these shades over here, because I don't think I've actually showcased these that much. So we're going to use that column over there. I'm going in with the very first shade, and that is Macaroons. It's a very pretty red. So this is what Macaroons looks like. Nice palette for like warm tones. So I'm going in with the Miel de Lavande, which is the yellow. Just putting it all over my lid. Previously I put the shade Calizons, that is this one over here, right over there, to kind of connect that to the red. I will be going in and cleaning it up. Now comes the time to apply my NYX glitter glue. That's this over here. Super awesome to, you know, use that when you're applying shimmers, as you can see what that eye is looking like. So that's basically what we're going for with this look. I kind of thought may as well just use a few more shades here, you know, since it's the final one. We're going to be using a lovely packer brush. I would highly suggest getting brushes like this, because they make such a big difference to, you know, picking up shades and stuff. Like, people were having issues with the Santa's Village Nomad palette because maybe they weren't using enough pressure to pick it up, but I just used the same method and I was able to get an amazing pigmentation from the palette. And the final shade I'm going in for is the yellow shimmer, so I'm going to be stamping that into the inner corners and then dragging it slightly into that orange, because I don't want it to overpower the orange and kind of like take over either. Alright, so we've now used the Provence palette 4 times, and I have to say that, you know, this palette's been wonderful to work with. So, you know, this palette had 5 beautiful shimmers in the center row, and then it had, you know, all these mattes, and it kind of was easier to use, I think, because of the way it was arranged. I can see myself doing a lot more combinations with this, so I do think it's pretty versatile. You will be able to get a lot of looks with this. I do understand that this is a very warm and summery tone. It may not be for everyone, but I personally loved it, and I did feel that, you know, receiving it at the time that I received it was very personal, because my grandmother loved lavender, and, you know, just receiving that little bit of lavender in with my package, plus, you know, all of these gorgeous, you know, shades, and, you know, so much like reference to lavender, and I don't know, just everything about the palette just made me feel like it was a very special palette. And I liked the formula. I felt that it worked beautifully. You can see what those gorgeous shades look like on my eyes. Let me just zoom in. They're absolutely stunning. You can see a clear difference between that orange kind of like peachy toned shimmer and the super gorgeous yellow sunflower like kind of, you know, shimmer. I love the formula of the palette. I thought it was gorgeous. I love the design of the palette. You can see how pretty it is, and I know that there are lots of other reviews on the palette, but I felt like I had something to add, and an extension of that would be the lip glosses. I really loved these lip glosses. I feel like I've reached for them many times, you know, this past year. Like ever since I got it, I've just been reaching for it for so many different looks, because I like the way that it looks. It catches the light really well for makeup looks and makeup content creation, but it's also really nice to wear outside. So yeah, I just think that the Provence collection all in all is really wonderful, really beautiful, and if you have the chance to pick it up, then I would say, yeah, you should totally do it, because the formula is wonderful. If you've never tried Nomad before, I would highly suggest going and checking out, you know, their website. They are so unique as a brand, because they always put specific ingredients like into their eyeshadows that are skin friendly. They do use like oils and stuff, and it's usually like something specific to the region of the palette that, you know, they're creating. So for example, this one over here, if you look at it, it says with this palette they infused it with sweet almond oil. It says right over there on this packaging. Hope the camera can pick that up for you guys so you can actually see. It's just very unique as a brand. Nomad is very unique because they do this, you know, and it changes for each palette, and that's something that's very unique. And they often they also design their palettes like on location usually. Like for example, if you look at this, it says designed on location, sipping rosé in Provence, France. So it kind of makes it personal, because you kind of get a background to how the palette was created, like each palette that is, and it's different for each one. So yeah, I guess for this palette I have no complaints about formula. I love the formula. I love the pigmentation. It's durable. It does last. You can see how this is, and I've been sitting like this for a couple of hours, so it's intense, really pigmented. If you have tan skin or brown skin like me, it's going to look amazing on you, so you don't have to worry about it. And if you've got lighter or darker skin, I'm pretty sure it's still going to work. All in all, I hope that this video has been helpful in, you know, helping you to decide whether you want to pick the palette up or not. I'm really happy with it. I think that if you're someone who likes cheerful, warm colors and you're into like summer all the time, I mean, I came from a country where it was summer all year round, so I have no problems using really nice warm colors during Christmas. I mean, Christmas has warm colors too, so you could totally use this, like even now, like, you know, the reds, the yellows. You can pretend that you are a tinsel ball and, you know, deck yourself up. But anyway, yeah, I love the palette. I'm really happy that I had the chance to try it, and I thank you for, you know, supporting me, watching my videos and sharing them with your friends and family. The year has been a year of growth, and I'm really grateful for that, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in one of my next videos.